So I have to...
What is that?
I don't know what the hell it is. Who are you?
Who am I? I'm your mother, and I don't like your talk.
Well, thank you for coming out. Good night. Oh, boy.
Spank you, I would.
What's that?
If I could hold you, I'd spank you if I could. But
Hey, we'll hold them.
Well, a little late for that, Ma.
Where were you last night?
I want you to know that I am so proud of him, and his dad is too. And I want to dedicate his song from his dad.
You're not going to cry, are you?
I don't know. But
Don't cry. You're going to ruin the whole damn mood. You hear me? Just shut up and do the song.
you say I talk so much. What about you? You do a good job. My God. You don't know when to stop. Yeah. So
I don't have to take this abuse. I'm a star.
I could crack it too.
Get up here. Can you stand up, you old bag?
Not really. How about you?
Look over there.
No, I want to hold you.
Oh. All right. Well, come on. What song you want to hear?
I wanted you to hear from your dad. This is coming from him, dedicated from him. Chattanooga Choo Choo.
Ma, you're the oldest person in the room. Who in the hell ever heard of Chattanooga Choo Choo?
Give her the mic.
Chattanooga choo-choo, chase, chase, on track number 9. Can't you give me a shine? Pardon me, babe.
All right.
Chattanooga choo-choo.
What?
I got my baby right here.
All right, come on. Watch you don't fall down here now.
Hold you.
I'm drunk.
Come on, baby.
Get her down there.
Yeah, you can trust me, Mom.
Jazz, jazz.
Just don't trust this Mexican guy next to you. Watch your purse.
I apologize. I knew this was going to happen when she showed up tonight. This is the first time she's been here. I apologize. Yeah, Larry, nice you showed up. How you doing, Larry? This is, I don't know what it is. It's either, I said this last night, it's either Sharon Reed's lover, fiance, or husband. She won't tell me. Larry, stand up, Larry. Take a bow. What is it, Sharon? Do you want to tell everybody tonight?
Bernie, help.
We don't know that one.
You know what? I think Bernie got his hands full with Larry, yeah.
Hey, Bernie. Oh, how you can throw. Bernie, Bernie. Oh, how you can throw.
Oh, I remember this song.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I borrow this mic? Let's hear a few words. In my opinion, and not because, I've known Bernie for a long time. I told this story on the air.
About almost 25 years.
It's long time.
Let's keep the numbers vague.
I think it was the early 90s. This is a true story. Bernie hurts his ankle. I don't know if you people remember that in the early 90s. Okay. And he has to
Which
keep,
time?
the time he had to keep it elevated. You remember?
That narrows it down to about 3.
So the medical team tells him he's got to keep his ankle elevated. So he's sitting. I don't think you were married at the time, right?
No.
You were sitting in your apartment, and he's got his foot up on a footstool, and he can't move. He's got to keep his foot elevated. So he's bored. I mean, the guy had every broad in the country if he wanted one. You know what I'm saying? He's got us locked up in an apartment. NFL quarterback. He calls me up on the phone. He says, Triv. I said, what? He says, I'm bored. We talked for an hour and a half. After I hung up the phone, I remember saying to myself, Jesus Christ, I just talked to Bernie Kosar for an hour and a half. Ladies and
Really, the truth is he listened for an hour and a
yes,
half.
ladies and gentlemen, Bernie wants to say a few words to you.
Thanks. You know, Mrs. Triv, I found it really ironic / hilarious that your son had the nerve to say that you talk too much when he has a 4-hour show every day of the week. You know, I was joking with Mike earlier. We were talking on the air about when we've been friends for, well, again, more years than we care to admit. And when things are going great, he's had the top-rated show for many years. As friends, we're a little scarce. But back in the late 80s, early 90s, when things were going pretty good for myself, and things weren't going that good for him, and over the last year or two when the personal stuff happened with him, that's when you really are able to tell who your real friends are. And in times of adversity or tough times is when our friendship's really grown, and we've always been there for each other. And when I've had my tough times, being released in '93 and some of the other things, Triv's always been there, and it's the mark of a great man. And you know, it's the 8th year of this event. I think of what, about my 6th year of coming? And, you know, he's doing so good in terms of his professional career, he doesn't need to do this. You know, he could be still, with Ray knows, he could still be doing the show and doesn't have to spend his free time doing this, but really shows his commitment, his care and love for the area, you know, that he comes out and puts this together. And if any of you, I challenge any of you, if you've been to university hospitals and see some of the work that they do, especially in the cancer ward with the families and children that are afflicted with the tough disease, it really puts things in perspective to what's a problem, what's a real burden, and it really makes me thankful for the gifts I've been given. So God bless you, bro. I love you, and make sure we continue to support this every year. Thank you.
You know, before Bernie sits down and enjoys himself the rest of the night, you can't have a short memory. Think about this for a second. It's pathetic, and I'm born and raised here, so I have the right to criticize Cleveland, Ohio. That's the way I feel. As pathetic as this town has been in sports in our lifetime, right or wrong, here's a guy. Do you know anybody else that said, I want to come to Cleveland besides him?
Thank you. You can't beat it. You can't beat it.
If you can't beat him, join him, right, Bernie?
Well, and I would just trade. I'd like to be in one more playoff game.
Yeah.
I'd like to at least watch one playoff game. I'll take any one of our teams, okay?
Bernie just came back from the Combines. He was at the Combines. Am I allowed to say what?
Yeah.
Okay. Guess who he was there working with? You're going to shit your pants. Are you ready for this? He was at the Combines working with the New England Patriots and Bill Belichick.
Yeah, it's funny how things come around in life. If you'd have told me that 17 years ago, I'd have locked you in a loony bin.
Now, I've asked him this question on the air and off the air 354 times. Tonight, in front of 350 people, maybe 5,000, 10,000 people watching on the internet as we speak, I'm going to ask him again. I think you all want to know the answer to this question.
I think I know the question.
Yeah, you definitely know it. Are you ready?
Yes.
Did you punch Belichick in the tunnel?
You know, I used to say I wish I did. Thank God I didn't. I wouldn't have had a job the last few days.
I don't know if you remember, but when Belichick released him, the rumor was that Bernie got in an argument with Belichick in the tunnel and punched him. They got in a fist fight. So that is not true?
No, it really is not.
Can you tell us what happened? No pressure here.
No, you know what? Seriously, and a lot of people, Triv, as close as we are, I think a lot of people don't believe it, but one of the problems, and me and Bill were even talking about this last couple days. Early, and as much as you talk and I talk right now, people find this hard to believe. But we really didn't talk. It was the other side of the thing. There was absolutely no communication. And whether it's work, a relationship, a family, if there's no communication, it's almost impossible to have any fun or be successful. And we really didn't at that time.
Yeah. And I'll tell you how stupid I am. I don't know if this is stupidity or whatever you want to call it. I had to be in my mid-30s. Bernie gets cut by the Cleveland Browns. I was such a huge sports fan and such a fan of this guy. I had tears in my eyes when he got cut. Isn't that stupid?
Well, that makes two of us.
Yeah. But at least you were getting millions. All I was getting was heartaches. You couldn't beat the goddamn Denver Broncos, could you?
Well, not in the playoffs.
Yeah.
In the games that didn't matter.
Do you hate John Elway?
Well, I actually told John yesterday at the Combines, and the quarterbacks and receivers are throwing tomorrow, and I told John not to screw up this gig in Denver as he's now the head of football operations, because that would ruin it for the rest of us quarterbacks who have aspirations of running a team.
Ladies and gentlemen, number 19, Bernie Kosar.
Thank you. God bless you, bro.
Mike, can I just ask Bernie a quick question?
Yeah.
Is that a Super Bowl ring you got on, bro?
Oh, what do you think?
God love you.
Yeah.
God bless you.
Wait a minute. Show
bless
everybody
you.
the Dallas Cowboy friggin'
right.
Super
I'll give it
Bowl
back.
ring.
I have on a Super Bowl ring, ladies and gentlemen. Bernie Kosar's Super Bowl ring.
I'll give it back. Let me show everybody.
All right, okay. Wow.
Here's a Super Bowl ring.
That's what it looks like.
Bern, you got us there. You almost got us there. You got as close as we've been. And believe me, our hearts were broken right along with you. I cried that day. I was at the stadium. I cried.
Almost only counts in hand grenades and horseshoes.
Almost is better than the crap we got right now. I don't care. Thanks, Bern. I promise I'll give it back to you in 3-4 years.
Triv, shh, I'm ducking down so nobody can see me. But tell everybody it's the last chance to buy raffle tickets out in the hall. It's their last chance to get the tickets to win the 3 big prizes. And also the photos have been distributed by OBM and photos by Marty. So if they put the tips in the baskets, I'll be coming around to collect them. But I'm ducking down so nobody sees me, okay? Is that all right? So last chance to buy raffle tickets. Tell them.
It's the last chance to buy raffle tickets.
Thanks.
You're welcome. I was watching a video. I don't even know what it was, why it was on, but it was this year, maybe